Okay, hello YouTube. Today I would like to make training update on my arm training as well as update on my in a sense journey to improve my sleep quality and consistency, overall sleep schedule. So yesterday, after we have finished our gym session with our body and we have came back home, I have ate lunch, then I washed myself, did some stretching, read a book for about 30 to 40 minutes, but it still ended up not being enough. Uh, I I wanted to, I mean, I tried to go to sleep at 1:48 a.m., but I obviously wasn't tired enough because the previous day I have woken up at 12:30. So it just wasn't enough fatigue accumulated to for me to be able to fall asleep. So I have read for another 40 minutes, I would say, and I think I have fallen asleep around 3 a.m., something like that. And this morning I have been woken up at 10 a.m., but this time I have gotten up. I didn't go to sleep again because I just consciously knew that that would be good because my goal is to adjust my sleep schedule in a way so I wouldn't be woken up by my family making noises in the morning. So preferably I should strive towards getting full night of sleep, of 7 to 8 hours of sleep by the time it's 8 a.m. or at least 9. So today my goal would be to fall asleep at 1:30. So when I will wake up at 9, I would feel myself refreshed. So I would get enough sleep in. Yeah. So that's it for improving my sleep quality. My screen time on fucking TikTok or on fucking YouTube Shorts decreased significantly. I think I only had like 30 minutes of YouTube Shorts. I still recognize that, in a sense, there is some valuable content that I can find on YouTube Shorts, but again, spending more than 20 minutes is still something that I can't find a reason for. This is just unreasonable to do in my mind. So I won't spend on them more than that. And the one thing that I have changed about my YouTube Shorts consumption is the fact that instead of watching whatever algorithm brings to me, instead, uh, when I was scrolling, once I saw that this is something that not necessarily interests me, this is something that not necessarily correlates with my interest, I just skip it. And so, like 90% of shorts, I just like not interested, not interested, not interested. I was just like searching for something that uh, attracted my interest, and I found one video that described a very good forearm exercise, forearm roller, or the one you do with the barbell. So there's a barbell, and you pick a band, you loop a band through a plate, and then you loop a band on a fucking on a barbell, rolling barbell. So this way, you're getting. It is pretty much the most comfortable, uh, the coolest setup you can pretty much make for wrist rolling, either for extension or for wrist flexion. And so I will try this once I will come back to Poland. For now, I don't think that introducing it right now is really necessary. It will just distract myself from progressing at the two lifts that are the most important for me right now to complete. I mean, to get to those 19 millimeters. Yeah, so this is something that I will incorporate in the future, not right now. I think right now I don't really need this. Right now, all I do for forearms is dead hangs, and I haven't yet started doing farmer carries. I think that this is something I will start to do in Poland too. For now, dead hangs are smoking my forearms, and I like them. I like hanging, and I do them with fat grips, so I don't have to hang for like more than a minute, you know. With the fat grips, like I get smoked after 30 seconds or so. After 10 seconds, I already feel tired, but I hang on for another 20 seconds. I still don't push them hard to failure, because I found that when you're doing dead hangs to complete failure, it's really fatiguing for the tendons of your wrists, and you shouldn't do it frequently. Like if I want to do it every other day, I would better off keeping like 5 to 10 seconds in reserve, you know. I'm still getting sufficient stimulus in, but not without that much fatigue, you know, so I could repeat it frequently enough to get the best benefit from them. Yeah, so regards the training, wait. Yeah, regarding the training I did yesterday. So for biceps, for concentration hammer curls, I was in a new gym. In a new gym? What the fuck is that? In a new gym with my friend, because it was a special gym where the first training session is for free. So we went in for free. I mean, he already used it for free, so he paid it for like for a day. He bought a day pass. Anyway, this is irrelevant right now. And so for what I did for arms, yeah, actually, I'm thinking right now, when should I talk about the training that I do for my other body parts. I think I'll talk about it in future videos. Even today, after that video, I'll film another one right away. Yeah, so for concentration bicep curls, instead of 12 kilograms, I picked 12.5 because there was just no 12 kilogram dumbbell. And so the dumbbells were a tiny bit different. The handle was a bit longer, and so they were a bit less compact, so that's not as comfortable. The previous gym I was working in had much better dumbbells. They were like very compact, and they were fucking awesome, man. I love them. Like these are the best dumbbells that I have ever used in any gym. Even though I have only been to like 4 gyms, but anyway. And so for biceps curls, I did 8, 7, 6. With yeah, pretty much every single set was 2 failure, or I had no more than 1 rep in reserve. It was pretty comfortable. I had no structural discomfort. Nothing really hurt, so that's perfectly fine. So yeah, the last time I did that exercise, I did with 12. I did 8, 7, 7, and now I picked up 12.5, slightly bigger dumbbell, so it also adds on difficulty, and I did 8, 7, 6. So I guess I have progressed a tiny bit on that exercise, but not a marginal improvement here. On tricep extensions, because the 8 kilogram dumbbells, that's, I mean, this is my previous working weight, 8 kilograms, but in that particular gym, the handles were so thin that it was uncomfortable for the wrist, it was uncomfortable for the elbow. Not a marginal discomfort, but it's like it didn't felt quite right. So I decided just to move up to 10 kilograms because 10 kilogram dumbbell had normal handles, normal thickness of handles, so I prefer them. But I'm not strong enough for 10 kilograms. I did 6 reps. After, obviously, I did warm up sets with 6, 8, and then 10. But holy shit, 10 kilograms, I did 6 and 5. And after that, I was cooked because, I mean, this is way out of my rep range. Initially, I wanted to do my overhead triceps extensions within 8 to 12 rep range. But oh well, I guess I could stretch it out down to 6 to 12. That will work too, I'm sure. Yeah, but while doing such low reps with overhead extensions, I didn't really felt any marginal discomfort. Like maybe my shoulder uh, was complaining a bit, but my elbow didn't really complain. And for some reason, I was even a tiny bit stronger. I was feeling myself a bit. I was feeling a tiny bit stronger on my left side. On my right side, the last rep was a big grinder for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because the form differentiates a bit. Maybe it's because, yeah, I mean, form might differentiate a bit from side to side because the shoulder stability is worse here, and here the shoulder stability is better. So I feel my tricep more here, whereas when I do it here, I should, I have to concentrate a lot more to prosecute exercise good. And even when I concentrate well, I still feel myself like a bit shaky, a bit unstable. So what I'm doing after the last thing I do in the gym is external and internal rotation on cables. So I'll to make them as strong as on this side, because for now on this side I feel myself like I can do about four more reps in a 10 to 15 rep range than on this side. So there's this imbalance between muscle strength, so I need to fix that, and it also helps a lot during pretty much any upper body lift, any upper body compound, like rows, pull-ups, fucking pullovers, incline press, when my strength of internal and external rotation is more or less equal. I mean, from left to right, not that my internal rotation is as strong as my external, because your internal rotation is naturally stronger. Like, I don't know if there's a person who actually can lift more weight by external rotating their shoulder compared to internal rotating their shoulder. So, because in internal rotation, your chest is partially involved and your lats, those are big muscle groups. Whereas in the internal rotation, the only thing that in a sense supports your external rotation is maybe delts, like rear and side delts, and that's it. Yeah, damn, I came out of topic anyway. So the update that I wanted to say is, yeah, basically I just wanted to say how my training session went. But I also did measure my arms this morning after I had woken up. My previous measurement from yesterday was 34.5/0.6, so it was close to 35.6 millimeters, but wasn't quite there. And it was in the morning too. I did measure it in the morning too, and some people might say that you can't be so sure within a millimeters Like you can't. The measurement with tape is not that precise, but I have I have had quite some practice with measuring measuring tape with the measuring my arm circumference with measuring tape. So I think my measurement is quite precise, especially that I use a mirror to know for sure whether or not. So the way I measure, I can't speak, motherfucker. Anyway, the way I measure that is I flex my bicep maximally. Here, I put the tape on the very peak of my biceps, and I look at. So the tape is like perfectly perpendicular. Could you say that? Perpendicular to the arm in itself. Uh, so as to make the measurement as standardized as possible, and I do it like a few times in a row to know for sure, you know. And the measurement is 34.6. Like right now, yeah, it seems like it has increased in measurement. My arms have increased in measurements overnight, even if it's only like a fraction of a millimeter. That's already fucking cool. Because as I said, or I didn't say it, I don't remember really. In order for me to gain those 19 millimeters within those already 33 days, I need to add 1 millimeter after every training session. So I need to add 1 millimeter on my arm, even more, even ever slightly more than 1 millimeter on my arm. Wait, 1 millimeter? Yeah, ever so slightly more than 1 millimeter every 2 days. Obviously, it's not gonna be as stable. Obviously, there are gonna be days where 4 days in a row I ain't gonna grow anything, and then 8 days in a row I'm gonna gain like 3 millimeters. You know, things are gonna be different from day to day, but still, in order to know whether or not I'm training hard enough, whether or not I'm sleeping hard enough, whether or not I'm eating enough, I need to take measurements frequently. So I'm planning to take measurements even though, I mean, I feel like taking them every day, it would be like I wouldn't see, even though, no, even though, why not? Why not? I'll take them every day. I'll take them every day. Like, I have a keen eye for visual difference. So I will notice whether or not I have gained. Wait, how do you say that? By the night? Yeah. So I will see whether or not I have gained half a millimeter overnight. Overnight, okay. This is how you say it. Yeah. What else do I want to talk about? Yeah. So I feel like I have gained half a millimeter over this night. And so today I will live like a normal human. I actually have some stuff to do, except not counting in not counting in activities that I do just to deal with boredom and just to deal with me having nothing to do. Anyway, yeah. So right now, I think I'm gonna film another video. Then I'm gonna go to do some things that I have to do. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna eat a lot. Then I'm gonna come back here. Maybe I'll sing today. Yeah, I feel like singing today. Actually, it's Sunday today, so I might go out with my friend. Maybe I'll read manga with my friend. It's most likely than not. Yeah, so I will find stuff to do to keep myself active. So it's like I'm doing all that just to get good nights of sleep, just so my muscles will grow. You know, that's funny. It's not the other way around. It's not like I train. It's not like I train to improve the quality of my life, but it's like I'm keeping myself active and I'm doing something just so my training would work. That's very funny. But oh well. This summer I can allow to do something like that. You know, when adult life will come, then I would need to consider. I would need to change my ways even more. You know, but for now, I'm changing my ways just enough to get those 19 millimeters, already 18 millimeters, because right now my measurement is 34.6 centimeters. Yeah, so the goal is to go up to 36.4 centimeters within those 33 days. Yeah, I'll wrap this up. Goodbye.